And then you bolt your taps together. And then you do the same side there. Then you got this little piece. You go back here. Run it through here. And put it through them holes and screw these taps. This.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they have their babies.
Okay.
And that's when they lay down and nurse. That heat keeps this dry.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to, sometimes I do. I put a little extra padding in here.
Mm-hmm.
Just anything that you want to fold up and put it in there. You don't have to bolt that. You just bolt this top piece.
Mm-hmm.
The reason you're bolting this top piece is so these babies can't get down under here and smother.
Yeah.
And she can't dig it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's got to lay down there and have them pups.
Okay.
And you leave it on there the whole time they're having until they're weaned. You don't change it out or nothing.
Okay.
Not unless there's something awful bad about it. You don't do it.
Okay.
Because she keeps her butts. She'll clean up after them herself.
Okay.
The cloth will get a little dirty. And I just throw them in the washer. I just wash these up. And I always put me a little Clorox in my water to wash this.
Mm-hmm.
I use Clorox to wash that and soap too. Clorox kills all your bacteria or anything.
Okay.
And that's why I have these pups.
All right.
There's nobody out here got very many this winter at all because they froze to death.
Wow.
I had a lady call in here. She wants a female Maltese, and she said she had 5 pretty little Maltese. And 3 days is dead. And I said, did you have a heat pad? No, they were in the house. I said, honey, you can't raise pups like that. They've got to have... The temperature of a dog is 100.3 body temperature. Mm-hmm. Their body temperature is hotter than ours. Mm-hmm. So when them babies come out of that belly, this atmosphere here ain't it hot what they come out of.
Yeah.
So, and that my heat pad it's one that stays on all the time. And I push it to the high. I'll lower it in the summertime. After they're born, maybe a couple of weeks, I'll come down and put it on medium. They'll let you know if they're too hot because they'll start falling.
Okay.
And then you know to lower them.
Yeah.
They'll make a racket. They'll let you know.
Okay.
They'll talk to you. They'll know no difference how little they are.
Okay.
They'll talk to you.
Okay.
If you just pay attention.
Okay.
It's just common horse sense.
Gotcha.
Another thing you want to do. Whenever this female has babies, you can order it. A bottle of oxytocin out of that. Same thing they induce our labor when we're in the hospitals. Mm-hmm. And you give it to her after she has the puppies. It makes sure that she cleans herself and don't leave any afterbirth in there. That's what it does. Okay. I use it all the time. And that's what I use. It's easy to raise them if you know what you're doing. I had a girl down here. She's old enough to be my daughter. First month she had there, she wanted me to go out there and look as a big dog. I had told her to put a heat pad underneath of my heat pad or something. And what she done, the woman in California, she put them up on plastic and heat pad down underneath there. Oh. I said, Denise, how did you think they were going to dry with plastic on top? Oh, there was no way for the heat to even get to it and dry it off. Yeah. She just had them a swimming pool. Mm-hmm. Each one of them had belly infection. They had skin infections where the hair was coming off, fungus on the skin because of laying in that wet and everything. Mm-hmm. And I said, Denise, what are you going to do with this mess? I said, you've got these babies. Every one of them's got belly infections here. And they also got a fungus on the skin here. The hair's coming off of them in spots. She said, what was that? I said, where's your heat source? I didn't feel any heat. And she said, it's underneath it. I said, well, you got them on plastic. How did you think the water was going to get away from them and dry it up? Well, Deanne in California told me she raises them in a swimming pool. She said, I want you to talk to her. I talked to her in California. And I told her. I said, Deanne, nobody raises dogs in a swimming pool. She was raising them and getting half. And the lady up there was getting $2,000 and sending her $1,000. And I said to her, How are you getting 1,000? You house that dog and give it heat a year around. You put all the shots in the dogs and then take them to the airport and put them up there, and she sends you $1,000. So tell me where you getting $1,000? You feed that dog all year long, and you mother it and you raise the pups and then send them to her. She quit doing it. She now raises her own pups.